well. But at this moment, there is no information about any of the passengers. And of course, as you said, there are many passengers of different nationalities, mostly UK, besides Indians. And I think we really feel very sad, you know, because at the same time, I would like to repeat that today's aircraft are very, very sophisticated. The pilots, especially who fly 787 Dreamliner, are obviously very well trained, and they are very senior commanders. And they've gone through many hours and hours of flying, and they would have obviously, it seems to me, whatever little I can make out from that the plane was on climb mode, and suddenly it's lost power or something else has happened, or maybe it was struggling at the time of takeoff. These are all very speculative things. But one thing is certain: if the pilot gave a mayday call, we don't know the exact time of when he gave the mayday call. Was it just immediately on climb, or
soon after takeoff, sir? In fact, within a few minutes, it seems this flight has crashed. It had barely reached the height of 700 feet.
This flight couldn't have flown more than 60 seconds because of the very fact that it's just 825 feet into the air, which is virtually nothing. It just would not take more than 60 seconds. So it is very intriguing because of the first, as I said, the aircraft itself has many backup systems. These are, you know, very fly-worthy, very safe aircraft, and 787s are flying all over the world. In fact, I would be surprised to see that probably this may be the first major incident with a 787.
Yes, actually we have been confirmed, sir, that as far as a 787 Dreamliner is concerned, this is the first major such incident that has come to light. Boeing has had some issues with grounding and all. There have been investigations whether they have, not done enough as far as maintenance and certain other activities on planes are concerned. But this certainly is the major crash of its first of its kind when it comes to a 787 Dreamliner.
Well, absolutely. A 787 Dreamliner, as I said, is being flown by most airlines of the world. And it's a very, I would say, a workhorse. It's a good aircraft. And in this case, it's flown from Delhi to Ahmedabad. So obviously, it was absolutely flyworthy. Otherwise, no aircraft takes off. And pilots also, before they take off, they go through all the checks. And if they find anything missing, and especially if they are on a long-haul flight like London, they would be absolutely very careful to see all parameters are fine before they would take off. So obviously something has gone wrong after they started their roll on the runway for takeoff. And in between that and the climb, those 60 seconds have been, I'm sure, very, very the reason for whatever has happened.
I do thank you for joining us, Praful Patel, the ex-aviation minister. Also reading out what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has just put out. The tragedy in Ahmedabad has stunned and saddened us. It is heartbreaking beyond words. In this sad hour, my thoughts are with everyone affected by it. Have been in touch with ministers and authorities who are working to assist those affected. We also know that Home Minister Amit Shah is travelling to Ahmedabad. My colleague Payal Mehta is also joining us with more on this. Payal, words coming in from Narendra Modi as well. Everybody offering, of course, their deepest thoughts to those who have been affected, including, of course, the families. Already 133 have been confirmed dead.
Yes, it is, of course, heartbreaking beyond words. That's what the Prime Minister really said. And this has happened in his hometown, which is in Ahmedabad. The tragedy in Ahmedabad has stunned and saddened everyone. He has been in touch with the ministers and the authorities who are working to assist those who are affected. He has already spoken to Bhupendra Patel, the Gujarat Chief Minister, already spoken and asked Mohan, Naidu, the Civil Aviation Minister, to rush as well, and constantly been in touch with Amit Shah, another union minister in his government, the Home Minister, another son of the soil. So they've all been rushed. Maximum help needs to be assured is what the Prime Minister has also indicated in as many words as well. But a real tragedy coming to the fore as well. Many people have been feared dead in this, in this ghastly crash that we've really seen. Of course, the investigation will follow soon as possible is what the government is assured. But it's a very, very heartbreaking moment because many citizens on board Shivani were not just Indian nationals, but foreign nationals as well. But the government of the day has assured that they will get to the bottom of this and
Okay.
understand why this really occurred. But like I said, the Prime Minister joining the nation in expressing his condolences to what has really happened and to
Yes.
the loved ones.
One of
people who
the
have
biggest
lost their lives.
aviation crashes in Indian history, and of course, certainly the first concerning a Dreamliner. I want to go across to Rajesh Patani, who's an eyewitness to what happened. Rajesh जी, आपने क्या देखा जब ये क्रैश हुआ? आपने क्या देखा? आपको क्या दिखा? ये बताइए। राजेश जी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? आप क्रैश के वक्त कहाँ थे? आपने क्या देखा? ये बताइए। Let's try and reconnect. We're trying to get you some more eyewitness accounts, but of course, visuals of the crash are on screen, and they show that the flight had barely taken off. Within less than a minute, of course, this flight has crashed. It seems the pilots have lost all control because they couldn't even deviate the flight from a what seems to be a residential area. There was, in fact, a MBBS students' hostel that has come into the path of this crashing airline, and the aircraft burst into flames immediately upon impact. Those visuals have also been caught by those who were living in the vicinity of the Ahmedabad airport. Captain Kishore Chinta continues to be with us. Captain, I want to understand from you, in such a short span of time, if both engines are lost, how much can captains do? How much can the pilots and the crew do in such a situation? What can they do?
There's not much the pilots can do other than look for an area where they can crash land the aircraft in the safest possible manner. So in this case, they barely had any height in hand to change the direction of the aircraft anywhere. See, the most prudent thing they could have done was to keep the wings level and glide into a path which is most safe, which would minimize casualties on impact with the ground, rather than having bank on, wherein the risk of the aircraft cartwheeling and more damage and more casualties. So the pilots probably did the most prudent thing, having probably lost power.
Okay, and how does this loss of power really happen? What causes it?
Loss of power could be either due to bird ingestion, the engine compressors stalling and not producing any more thrust. It would be really unlikely for engines of such magnitude and to lose power for any other reason for a technical defect just after takeoff. It's unheard of. It's